Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. I'm so glad you're here. Can we just take a minute and honor Princess Anne's feather? I love that. I just laughed because I looked up and saw this photo. I was like, oh, I have to use this in today's video. Okay, you guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate you all so much. I truly do. Honk, honk, everybody. Today, I wanted to go over an article I found with you all. Jan Moyer of the Daily Mail really lays into Harry and Meghan, and I'm here for it. So I thought we could read along and discuss. So let's jump right on into this. Okay, so it says, Harry may be coming home, but there's a burnt out bomb site where his family used to be. Okay, let's talk about this. So September 8th marks the 1-year anniversary since Her Majesty the Queen passed. You know I love the Queen. So Harry is set to return to Britain on the eve of the first anniversary. Is it in any way to mark the Queen's passing? No, it is not. It's for an appearance he's doing. I mean, somebody's got to pay for the $3,000 summer wool coats and the security guard to walk around in parking lots with her. So it explains royal watchers spotted a cloud of black smoke rising over assorted palaces and castles this week, part of a sad new ritual called the Bonfire of the Olive Branches. For when it comes to relations between royal family and Duke and Duchess of Sussex, we're looking at a burnt-out bomb site where a family used to be. Relations are at rock bottom. Clemency is in the deep freeze. The outstretched hand has been withdrawn. The peace pipe has been doused with 1,000 duchessy tears. It's over. Can I say I love the way Jane Moyer writes so much. 1,000 duchessy tears. I thought those all went on the floor, right? She cries on the floor a lot. Is that still a thing? In September, Prince Harry will visit the UK to attend an awards ceremony for the WellChild charity on the day before the anniversary of the Queen's death. But there are no plans to meet his father or his brother. Apparently, he's not even going to the private family dinner at Windsor to remember Queen Elizabeth II. Okay, let's talk about this. So at first I was really pissed about it too. Like, what the hell is wrong with this guy? But then I thought, no, you know what? This is the best gift he could give them. So I looked into it, and it's listed that the king is expected to spend the day in quiet reflection. I reached out to my UK friends who said that they thought William and Catherine might be doing something that day to honor the Queen. It's wonderful. I love them. You know that. I love them. I hope they do. Regardless, however they choose to spend the day, it will be to honor the Queen. And they don't need this bozo there trying to distract or be angry or make it about himself and his Instagram-loving bee-wife. He then goes on to Germany for the Invictus Games, where his wife will fly out to join him. I love that they call her his wife in this article because it's going to piss her right off. She needs her name out there, right? Not just the wife. Also, how's that carbon footprint going, you ding dong? Like, he was just in Japan and I believe Singapore, other locations like that, flew back to California. Now he's off to England and then on to Germany. And still likes to lecture us how every decision is important when it comes to climate change. The message from Meghan couldn't be clearer. She's never going to set foot in the grey, cake-filled, miserable UK again if she can possibly help it. Cake-filled? I love cake. I love the UK. I'm dying to get back there. These two really are the worst. Of course she's not headed back to the UK. She only does things that get her attention. I think when she gets desperate enough, maybe she'll be photographed, I don't know, over there somewhere, but she can't face up to anything she's done or the horrible way she's treated the people of the UK. Perhaps being forbidden to attend the Queen's deathbed at Balmoral, to shed light, to empower, to recommend a turmeric cleanse and some yoga stretches to the woman she never knew as Gan was the last straw. I love this writer so much. And if there's a role for her as wifely appeaser to help heal the rift between her husband and his family, she has chosen to avoid that too, as is her right. I just think these two are the most selfish, self-serving, self-interested, self-gratifying, self-promoting individuals in the whole world. And they are a match made in hell. They deserve each other. And yeah, she would never do anything that wouldn't directly benefit her, and she does not want Harold to heal the rift with his family. I mean, how would they be able to play victim after that, right? But there is a puzzling disconnect about all this bitter friction. The Duke and Duchess keep embracing big themes such as reconciliation and family. You guys, every time I say family, I think of Fast and Furious, and I want to say it in Vin Diesel's voice, family. Then I start thinking of Olive Garden. When you're here, you're family. Okay. They talk earnestly of healing, humanity, and hope, but somehow never apply these messages to themselves and their relationships with their families, which are as toxic as giant hogweed swamp. I've never heard that, but okay, it's a giant hogweed swamp. See, we know this. They're such hypocrites about everything. They sure like to preach about things like that, but they don't practice it in their own lives. Meghan is famous for giving these word salad speeches where she says stuff like that, and yet she'll be within a couple miles of where her dad is, but then not go visit him. Harry will happily fly to go to his many court appearances or over for like an award ceremony, as we can see, but won't visit his family either. So yeah, you keep on preaching your hypocrisy and we'll just keep on calling it out. Consider that poor Thomas Markle, living alone in a dusty Mexican border city. See, I was just talking about this. Just 250 miles south of Montecito, has yet to meet his grandchildren. It also seems unlikely that King Charles will ever get a second chance to meet Lily, his granddaughter, and that's terribly sad. Then the article goes on to say, I note that the Duchess accompanied the Duke to the WellChild Awards in 2018 and 2019, but is not attending this year. A shame, for it's a moving ceremony held to celebrate the achievements and resilience of children with severe illness and the families who look after them. That first year, the Duchess was pregnant with her first child, Archie. It had yet to be announced to the public, and the Duke paid tribute to her on stage. The following year, he broke down during his speech at the same event, saying, "It pulls at my heartstrings in a way that I could have never understood until I had a child of my own." Okay, but I have to take a second here and say, why? Why are they involved? Why is he involved? Who's inviting this guy to give speeches, especially now? I mean, maybe back in the day, people were still confused about things, but it's pretty clear now the terrible things he's done, all the lies, everything. We've been through it. You know, all the things that they've done. Why is he invited to this event? And if by some chance she did end up there, you know what would happen? She'd climb up on the stage, grab the mic covered in stickers, and make the speech about herself. Meanwhile, these poor children are there, and she's like, it's been really hard for me. Nobody's asking me how I am. All right, ready for this part? Jan Moyer tongue lashing. Bring it on. He is so right. When it works properly, family is everything. Family is your home port, the wind beneath your wings. Family is more than name-napping your grandmother's nickname for your own child. Ooh, fighting words. I love it. Family is not a seized opportunity to build a business on a royal name and a heritage you like to denigrate when it suits. Oh, I love Jan Moyer. Well said. Let's keep going. Family is not an ermine-edged cloak under which you can indulge your narcissism disguised as altruism. Family is putting in the hard yards, apologizing when you've gone wrong, and loving each other despite it all. Dare I even mention the word respect? It has been 7 years since Harry met Meghan. It's 5 since they married. 3 since they stepped down as royals. 2 since their infamous interview with Oprah. 1 since the Queen passed. In this time, Harry has cratered his existence as he knew it, lost the only father and brother he will ever know, in elevating his and Meghan's joint status and virtue by ruthlessly tearing down the legacy and reputation of the Windsors. He has reached his bleak point of no return. Prince Harry is coming home, but there's nowhere for him to go. His involvement in the Invictus Games and charities such as WellChild is the very best of him, but surely the day will soon dawn when he comes to regret losing what he says he prizes the most, his family. I'm so here for this article. This guy sucks. So well said, Jane Moyer. I'm going to add on this right here and remind everybody that when he did have the opportunity to be around his family, this is how he acted. Of course, this is him at the coronation and the faces he was pulling. Absolutely ridiculous. He is the absolute worst. He's a spoiled brat. He and his Instagram loving bee wife. I had to discuss this article because I just thought it was so well written, so well said, and points to everything that we can't stand about these two, and what we continue to talk about is the continued hypocrisy. They sure love to give speeches, but don't listen to their own speeches. Don't take their own advice. But oh, goodness. But I actually think it's the biggest favor ever he's doing is not seeing the family around the Queen's passing because, yeah, they actually, unlike him, respected her and loved her and are showing it how they choose to honor her, not some publicity stunt, the likes of which these two would try to pull. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate each and every one of you so much. I truly do. If you want to further support the show, I mean, there's so many ways to do it. You can definitely check out the merch. We got Drunk Goose Club, honk honk everybody. Recollections may vary, very much applies here. And make it make sense. Again, that applies as well. Gosh. Also, you can check out Patreon, patreon.com/Real Housewives Recaps. That's where I do bonus deep dives, lots of extra episodes, you know all the stuff. Anyway, guys, thank you for being here. I appreciate it, and I can't wait to bring you more videos like this. Take care. Bye-bye.